Hey guys, it's time for another CMEPG hobby vlog. I'm Morten, your host today, and today we're looking at a few of the things I painted this week, as usual. Haven't got that much done this week, but I have finished some miniatures and progressed on something else. So I should just go ahead and show you what I have been up to. Yeah, see you in a moment. And here we have the 3 Hunter Orcs, and they are indeed the very last 3. Whew, so that means 36 Hunter Orcs now done. Definitely don't expect to ever need more Hunter Orc foot troops. I'm so happy to finally have them finished. It's been quite a journey. I started painting the first warband in August, I think. August or July. And then sometime in September or something like that, I painted the second. And now, I have, over these last few months since this year started, painted the last 12. The first thing I was thinking of, just sitting here, is some people say, oh yeah, I painted a warband in about a week or so, and I'm like, how is that even possible? And then I think back, because obviously these have taken quite a while. I've done about 3 of them, 2 or 3 or 4 of them a week. But then I think back, that first and second warband I did paint them very fast, but that also had something to do with the fact that I was on summer break, so I just painted until it's all done. The other thing is with this warband is that my motivation to get these done have been fairly low. Like, I knew I wanted to get them done, and as a principle, I didn't want to start many other things before they were finished. But now they are. So these ones, I ended with this reddish skin, which I painted in the same style that I sometimes have done with Hunter Orc skin, where you take a dark grey as the base for the skin, and take a slightly lighter one for first highlight, and then a very light one for the third highlight. And that will that gives you the highlights, and then you go over, then you make a mix where you take a lot of, I don't remember exactly how much, but you take a mix of one color of your choice, and Lamian medium, and then mix those up and apply it all over it, and that will give you this slightly more gritty, grimy skin, because it's slightly unevenly placed. But if you set over the highlights, which means that the skin, if you can see here, does have all the detail that you normally will want. Which I think was very well, and see this guy got a bit of face paint as well, which a lot of Hunter Orcs obviously need to go on their journeys. This one is pretty cool. And as you can see again, is that I have swapped some heads, or in the case of this one I'm holding right now, I cut his hair off. This guy also just cut part of his hair off, whereas there's normally like 3 dunk dunk dunk. This one's only 1. This guy. Yes. Just to get a bit of differentiation within my ranks of Hunter Orcs. So, those were those 3. Let us take a look at what else I've painted, since now my Hunter Orcs are done. We're back. And here's the next thing that I am working on. As you see, it's a work in progress, not finished at all, but just to get a bit of a look at what I am doing. So, what I've done at this point is that I have done most of the skin, but not completely finished it. This is obviously Bill, also known as William. And I've done the base of his colors, and then I've done 3 shades. The first 2 shades were, first I did the skin color I've done of all of them, then I did a Bachmann's Glow shade, where you take Bachmann's Glow and Lemon Medium mixed up, do a shade, then let it dry, do another one with Lemon Medium, and then I did one with Lemon Medium and Double Brown. And that's basically what he's gotten so far. The next 2 steps are highlights, and once the 2 highlights are done, I will be done with the skin. So I'll be doing one where I highlight most of the model, basically, going in and getting all the details of the little wrinkles in his skin. And once that's done, I will take just the edges of some of the of some of the most protruding places and do a very light highlighter with that. And then I'll probably get around to doing the face and all the stuff, then the weapon, and then I'll finally at the end do his clothes. And I chose to go with the big tree trunk because I felt like with this guy who is a huge, absolutely huge troll, and the leader of the 3 trolls, the fork that you could give him was simply too small. So he needed a big weapon that he could smash his opponents with. If you notice, I also have a tree trunk on the base. So can you tell just by it laying there what is that made from? Please comment below if you can figure out how I did this tree trunk. It's from a certain thing. Let's just say that. But yeah, that's what I've done so far, and I really don't have much else to show you this week. Just yeah, these 3. Here's for scale. Like I said, he is absolutely enormous. So this is the last 300 orcs. So please tell me if you in the future want to see me do a 100 orc showcase, and I can show you what I've painted of my Aztecs Hunters army if you're interested. Otherwise, I will be painting this guy, and he'll be over before the weekend is done. Definitely. In a couple of days, probably. So yeah, after him I will be doing the campfire, and then I will come on to something completely different. So hopefully I can get this, so this guy will be done, and then the campfire will be done before next week, and then I don't know if I will get anything else done, but in any case, I think I might be able to show you some new purchases next week. They just haven't arrived yet, but they'll arrive within the next few days. So yeah, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Support your hobby, and happy strategy battle gaming.